All right, click the recorder and let's do this. Thanks for everybody for being here. We'll get started in 1 sec. Hey everybody, this is Scott Hudspeth with Agent Mastermind. So excited to be here with you guys. Got a great class. So, and I have Vicki Rice, my partner in crime, on the call with me, and we're going to cover what I feel are the 10 most impactful Agent Mastermind classes of all time. And I'm going to kind of go deep with this stuff, and I want to go deep with you guys, and because I really want, we got to start thinking about 2016. What I hate more than anything is hearing that people are living the same chapter of their lives over and over each year. When they start the new year and it's the same thing. They start another year, it's the same thing. So I'm gonna kind of go deep with you guys and kind of just share what it really takes to be successful, why there are certain people that are successful, and kind of find out or kind of share with you why some people are just killing it and some people just are struggling. So, and maybe I can help the ones, even if I can just help one person on this call to have a better rest of the year and start to 2016, I would feel like we accomplished something. Wouldn't you say, Vic?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
it's going to be here before you know it. You know,
yeah, it's going to be
like
here before you know it. You got to say, yeah. Ultimate open house strategy. I'm going to talk about that. Animoto.com, video marketing, you're not in the video, which is pretty cool. Farming your database, 80-20 focus, video marketing where you are on the video. Got a couple examples of just superstardom from that, and she's just killing it. 4 parts to every sale. Most leave out 3 and 4. I'm going to cover that here in just a second. SavvyCards.com, I'm going to talk about that, and then Gene Project, I'm going to give you a couple examples on that as well. So let's get started. So question, here's a question, and I've been going over this in my head. And the first one is, do other agents, so put yourself in this place, okay? And Vicki, you do the same, and fire any questions you might have, or if you see anything that fits what I'm talking about here. Do other agents show homes better than you? And as an agent, ask yourself this, okay? Do other agents open the front door better than you? Do other agents write up a contract better than you? Do other agents get out of bed better than you? Do other agents answer the phone better than you? Do other agents drive clients around better than you? Why are they different? Why are some people, why do some close so much more? Why do some close 40 million a month, a year, and some close 1 million a year? So I'm kind of go deep, deep on that. And I don't know if you guys have heard this recording. I listen to this thing every once in a while, and it's amazing how many serious bullet points she puts in this. Now, I did download it from the web, and I'm going to play that for you right now as we speak here. Let me just grab it here. Barbara, where is Barbara at? Let's see, date added. Let's go with that. Today, September, where's Barbara at? This thing keeps getting in my way here. Sorry, I had it right there waiting for me. And Vicki, do you see it by chance? Date added February 25th. Date added today. Let's see, it should be on my download thing here. SMP Freedom. Sorry about the delay here, guys. Denver Freedom. Add assistant suppression list.
I don't see it there. Is it on your desktop?
It is so weird. No, I put it under my download folder, and it was right here.
Google it. You can Google it real quick.
All right, hold on. Let me just do this. Let me just do, that's not it. The wedding. I'll find it here. Maybe it's over here. We go. Spreadsheets, PDFs, images, movies. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to play
this. That will never give up.
And yeah, I'll never give up. I hate giving up. So I'm gonna set my headset close to this, and I think you'll be able to hear it pretty good. And I have the volume all the way up. So let's do this. It's 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So listen to, and I want to point out a couple things she said in here, but I want you to listen to the number one thing that she says, why people fail and why people are successful. Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Given that it's the entrepreneur, not the idea, you built a wonderful company and a fortune on yourself, right? So what would your pitch have been?
To who?
To the shark.
Oh, if I was looking for funding for a real estate brokerage firm?
Yes.
Wow, that's an interesting question. I never was. I had one guy who offered me $300,000 for 50% of my company. Thank God he changed his mind, but that was a lucky break. But what would I pitch? As a young person starting out? Okay. I would probably say I don't do anything that the other brokerage firms don't do, but it's a proven model. People have been brokers for years, operating on that 5-6% commission and making money. I'm really good at people. I know how to spot people. I can hire the right people, and I'm really good at firing. I get rid of the losers quicker than a wink.
And so I would say to you,
I'm going to give you $50 million.
Look at all of the people who get their real estate license. They sign up. It's going to be easy. I'm going to sell some houses, get a commission, what have you.
You know
why? How did you go and build this business?
Because I already knew at that point when I was 23 that I had 22 jobs and I failed at quite a few of them. I already knew that I was a lousy student and somehow managed to survive. And I already knew that I, more than any other broker out there, was great at taking a hit and taking rejection. And what's the essence of all real estate brokerage or any sales position? It's not how well you sell or talk. It's really how well you can take a hit and how long you take to feel sorry for yourself.
Now, when you take the hit and you come back from it, are you feeling the hit?
Of course you feel the hit.
So there's not, if you can get knocked back, that's not the problem.
Let me tell you, the most passionate people feel the hit the hardest. They feel they hit the hardest because they cared more than the next guy. And you want to know? I have to tell you, my top salespeople at the corporate group were earning $7-8 million a year when my average income for a typical salesperson was $48,000-50,000. And I'm telling you, it didn't come down to contacts. It didn't come down even to how hard they worked. My worst workers very often work the hardest. It came down to something to prove and getting back up. I'm telling you, that's it.
Something to prove is the difference between $40,000 to $50,000.
Okay, I get chills every time I watch that. So it's not about how many contacts. It's just how fast you recover from the nose. Vicki, would you agree with that? That's the hardest?
That's the hardest. It's just how you rebound. You just don't.
So the huge message is it's not about anything else but getting back up after you. So when you make that phone call to a expired listing, when you make that call to a FSBO, when you go try to get a listing, they're not taking it personal. It's just that, hey, man, that didn't work out, and they get back up and they do it again and again and again and again. And these strategies that I'm going to go over with you will put literally tons of opportunity in your lap. There's so much opportunity out there. It kills me to see people struggle when I know that the stuff that we cover in these classes are a huge lead magnet. Everything that has to do with getting leads are these strategies. So let me just go to this. So custom audience Facebook ads. Facebook, everybody knows this, is the largest social media on planet Earth. It's become it's consumed people's lives. If they don't remember you, they can't refer you. It's easier to sell and get referrals from current customers than to look for new ones. So strengthen your existing connections by using custom audience Facebook ads. If you have an email address of your client, more than likely the email address you have is the email that they use to sign up for Facebook, and that is the email that allows you to run a custom Facebook audience to them. So phone numbers also work, but you're going to have better luck with email addresses. And you just upload them into the custom audience Facebook ad. Now, you'll notice at the bottom of all these slides, I do have the link to the class. So what you're going to want to do is get with the loan professional that sent you here. I have a link to the class and the PowerPoint that has to go with this class. And every class that I'm going to cover that I feel is a huge, could be a huge thing for you to generate more leads, okay? And the reason this one's so powerful is if you're in front of people once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, often, they're going to remember you and they're going to see you. And they check their Facebook. Like, look at this last one. People check their Facebook up to 15 times per day on average. It works well as another channel to engage with your audience. If they see you, they will remember you. If they see you, you could just simply have a like button there and for people to like your page, and that's it. Nothing more, as long as they see you and remember you, because you help them with the single largest purchase on planet Earth, they will refer you to their friends, family, and coworkers. And some of the other stuff I'm going to use here ties into custom audience Facebook ads. But I feel that we use Facebook. Facebook has, if they ever change what they're allowing us to do, it'll be catastrophic, because we've used Facebook to build relationships, fill events, just get to know people on a really high, uncommon level. So it's really cool in that respect. So Facebook ads, huge thing. There's the link to the class. The flower pot strategy, which I covered a couple weeks ago, you have to be different. You have to stand out. You have to provide something of value when it comes to going to a listing, talking to a FSBO, talking to an expired listing, talking to a listing you already have. How can you create more excitement, keep the listing for longer? Because obviously, if it's not moving, there's some areas on planet Earth that just, it's 20 minutes on the market, it doesn't even get to the market and it's sold. Well, there's certain areas in the market that's not the case. So to keep the listing longer, to possibly get more buyer leads to call on that home, is a huge thing. So if you have more stuff out there that is marketing the home and more exposure and, of course, online stuff, it's gonna provide more leads that come into you. So law of reciprocity, giving something of value without any expectation in return. So what if you walked into a new listing with a flower pot, not even a flower pot, what if you just walked in with a flyer with the customer's home on there, the link to their website, the QR code, the text code on a flyer, or maybe 4 different types of flyers, and said, hey, I've done something for you that I think you might like, that I use for my past clients or my current clients to help get more exposure on their home on the web. Do you think you'd have an upper hand on somebody that just walks in and says, hey, let's do a market analysis, let me see your home? Of course, that all goes with it, but you've already provided something of value. You've already said, the seller's going to be sitting there going, oh my God, this person put work into something they didn't even know they were going to get. Who should we go with? They're already working for us and they don't even have the job. I don't know who you would pick, but I would pick the person that's already put in some. It's just like, it's almost overwhelming to the seller. Like, I don't know if you've ever had that happen where somebody actually does something you don't expect, and it was something of value, and you're like, oh my God, that was so cool, right?
Right.
All right. Let's see. No one is doing this. Like, I have yet to, like, we've done the flower pot strategy class, I don't know, 4 or 5 times over the last 3 years, and select few. Maybe the top 20% are doing it. I know one lady that literally did she had 300 people in her neighborhood. She created a flower pot for everybody in her neighborhood with a link to the listing, with a QR code, with a text code, and all these people got this from her. They're not even looking to sell. She's just like saying, hey, I live in the neighborhood. I wanted to share with you what I do for a living, let you know who I am, and one of the really cool features that I do for everybody that decides to work with me. Guess what happened? She told me, I own the neighborhood. Everybody that lists or anybody that thinks about listing, they call me because they know that I work and I do stuff that's outside the box. So to beat her, one, you're going to have a friend that's not, that's doing the same thing, but you're going to have a really good connection. So it's pretty cool in that respect.
And she got noticed. That was the whole key. She got noticed.
That was the whole key.
And she got noticed on Facebook. You're getting noticed. You get noticed. You get leads. You stand out.
Yep. No one is doing this, and all the seller cares about is what? What does the seller, like, truthfully, what does the seller care about? Selling their home. So what they really care about is what? Marketing their home to the masses. Like they want as many people to see their home. They want to drive traffic to it. They want multiple offers. They want to get the most for their home that they possibly can. And to do that, more people have to see their home. So when you walk in with something that's like, hey, I already have it on the web. It's not public. If you decide to go with me, all I got to do is hit a button and activate it. It goes to all these sites. It gets all this exposure, and all these things happen. And it's already done. I could literally, if you guys decide to go with me, I could push the button right here, and before I even leave, it's going to get exposure out there on the World Wide Web. So, and of course, if you decide not to go with me, we decide that we're not a good fit, and maybe I'm going to decide that, you know what, I can't help you as a seller to meet or exceed your expectations when it comes to selling your home. So maybe for me, it's not going to be a fit. We'll get to know each other as we go along through this meeting, but I wanted to share with you what I've put together for you. Think about what that does. Go ahead.
So what you're saying then, Scott, is you want to change the mindset when you go into a listing from the old way, which was, here's my book about me and all that I've done, and I've won these awards, and and I have these listings, to it's about the sellers. This is what you're answering, the questions that they already have in their heads, like
absolutely
they care about, that they want to sell their home, and and now you're showing them basically proof that
absolutely yeah, and you already have it done. So you walk in, you have all this stuff done. You can literally sit there and get to know the seller. You can say, why do you guys want to sell? Hey, I understand you have fears. What fears do you have when you think about selling this home? What fears do you have about, are you buying a new home? Are you, if you sell, what if we get an offer tomorrow? Like, what happens in 30 days when we sell your home? Have you thought about that? Do you have a fear about that? Are you moving to a different state? Are you moving to a bigger home, smaller home? Like, what's the reasoning behind you guys wanting to sell? And maybe once I get to know all these answers from you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, maybe I won't feel comfortable meeting your expectations, so that's why I'm asking so many questions. So you kind of push them away, and it's amazing when you push somebody away and you don't try to sell them, but you address their fears and you find out what their fears are, how crazy powerful it is to make the sale. Because they'll make it for you, because you can address their fears and then make the sale for them. Like, they'll make the decision, like, hey, we're going to go with you. You really listen to us. You understand us. You've already created some stuff for us. And so flower pot strategy, I just can't – I always look at when I meet somebody or when I go to to get to know somebody, I find out what they do, why they do what they do, right? So if it's a seller or a realtor or a loan officer or I love talking to owners of companies. Like, I walked into a new restaurant downtown Kalamazoo, and I met the owner, and I'm like, hey, man, and I just start talking to him. I'm like, hey, why'd you guys open this? And I really like the, decor. What's the mindset behind this? Just like getting to know what his passion is and what his feeling is. It's so cool. It's just nice meeting those people and asking them what drives them. Because when you find out what drives somebody, especially a seller, why are you doing this? What's the why? What's the big why behind this? It's amazing what comes out of that. So the third one, number 3.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vic.
What I'm seeing here, kind of a thread, is it's you're sparking conversation.
Absolutely. Yep. Conversation, and you're not afraid to ask questions. You're not afraid to go into something without any expectation of anything in return. Okay?
Yeah.
Again, the bottom of this thing, I do have the link to the class, so just get with your loan professional. They'll be more than happy to get you the copy of the PowerPoint, which is going to have 10, which I feel are the top 10 things to drive your business. And then at the end, I got a cool thing for you that I want to run through with you. So, phone burner, I can't even stress how crazy powerful this is. The title says it all. Reach 447% more customers per hour. Increase your productivity on the phone with no additional start your free trial. So what phone burner is for you people that haven't seen the class, again, there's a link to the class down here. It shows you how to use it. But get this. Say that Vicki was going to call my database, and my database had 400 people in it, okay? So phone burner allows me, the salesperson, to record the message. And the message would be something like this. Hey, this is Scott Otzbeth. Hey, I just had a sticky note here on your folder. We did a deal 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 2 years ago. Really doesn't matter. And I just wanted to call and say, if every client was like you and I could hit the universal reset button and only work with people like you, it'd just be an exciting career. So I hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to check in, see how the home is working for you, see if you who you know that I might be able to get into a home or help sell their home, and I would really appreciate the referral. Give me a call back if you have any questions. The market's great. Everything's going good for me. Would love to just chat with you guys for a couple minutes. Talk soon. So Vicki would log into Phone Burner. The message would be there. She would click go on 200 numbers, and 70% of the time, she's going to get the voicemail. 70% of the time, she's going to click a button, and they're going to hear my voice. So 7 out of 10 times, 6 out of 10 times, whatever it may be, they're going to hear my voice, and it's going to be my voicemail. 30% of the time, Vicki's going to have she's going to have the same exact discussion. Hey, Scott wanted me to give you a call. This is Vicki from Scott's office, and he had a little sticky note he handed me, and he said, oh my God, these people are so cool to work with, and hey, could you call and check up on them, see how they're doing? So I just wanted to call and see how you guys are doing. How's the family? What's happening? What did you guys do fun for the summer? Awesome. Hey, Scott wanted me to also ask you, who of your friends, family, or coworkers can we help either get into a new home or sell the current home that they have?
Will we have like a heads up of when
that's it. So 30% of the time, it's Vicki saying, Scott wanted me to give you a call. 70% of the time, it's your voicemail. why you wouldn't do that. I mean, to hire somebody to do that for $10 an hour and sit there for 2 hours every 90 days, because we recommend in one of the classes, call them every 90 days. So think about this, just from what I went over, okay? So I got the custom Facebook audience. They see your picture every day, once a week, whatever you put it up there, okay? They hear your voice every 3 months, or they have an assistant that says your name every 3 months, okay? And we'll just keep going on this. So, like, you guys can start to see why this would be such a huge impact on your business. And then I got a surprise for you at the end, okay? The ultimate open house strategy. I love this strategy more than anything. This allows me, so I get a listing in a neighborhood, right? Walk into this home, I get the listing. There's 300 homes in the neighborhood. I'm going to do an open house. I said this to my wife the other day. I'm like, man, I would just hate to have a business where I depend on people to walk in for my success, right? So with an open house, that's really what you're doing. You're putting your sign out on the street. I see everybody do it. Put their sign out in the corner. They put flags out. They put balloons out. They put a sign in the yard, and they just sit in the home and hope that somebody stops by. So you're hoping, like you're using the hope strategy, and I got it at the bottom. The hope strategy is very dangerous and could cost you your business. So what if you walked around to each one of the neighborhoods? What if you hired somebody to walk around in the neighborhood? You created these flower pot strategies for everybody in the neighborhood. You just said, hey, I'm having a cookout. I'm cooking some burgers out. Burgers and hot dogs. I'm having an open house. I know your home is in the neighborhood, so I thought you might want to see what their home looks like and how it compares to yours and what it's selling for. Maybe you're not selling right now. Maybe you'll never sell for the rest, for 10 years. But I thought you should know what's going on in the marketplace. Please come down and check it out. Would love to get to know you guys better. Here's a little postcard. Here's the address. Oh, here's a link to the website just in case you can't make it. Here's a text code if you want to text for information. It's one of the cool things that we do for our clients just to get more exposure on the web and allow people to use the devices that they currently have to get pictures and find out information about different things. So that's on there too as well. And a QR code, if your kids love the QR code stuff, they might love scanning that QR code to find out. That goes kind of to a mobile app too as well to give you more information about the home. Look forward to seeing you down at the open house. It's from 2 to 4 tomorrow, today, whatever. How crazy would that be, right? And then, or if you want
crazy
to go
crazy good.
Yeah. I'm glad I have that script recorded because that was a pretty good script. Invite everyone, neighbors included. Build your database of people that know, like, and trust you. So when people stop in, instead of, hey, would you sign in for the seller? No, man. Hey, I'm giving away a free iPad today, and everybody that signs up, or hey, take one of these postcards, and if you would like, I'm more than happy to build a website for your home when it comes time. Would you mind if I would you mind if I followed up with you from time to time? All I need is your email address. What is your email address going to get them? They're like, yeah, sure, here's my email address. What's your email address get them? It gets them probably their Facebook, you can run a Facebook ad to them right in front of their face. You can send them emails with different updates of their market, or, hey, just want to let you know the home sold for blah, blah, blah. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. You could, just whatever. Build the relationship. Take the real estate part of it out of it and go relationship. Go rogue on that. So build your database. Don't just put your signs up and hope that someone stops by, okay? Again, hold your most popular open house ever. Here's a link to that class. One of my good friends did that for us. So there's that link there. Any questions so far, Vic, that I could answer on there?
No.
Okay.
I don't see. No, I don't actually. I'm not even seeing the questions. Unfortunately, it didn't come up on my.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll take questions at the end here.
Okay.
Okay, so Animoto.com. Here's two that I did personally. Vicki does these on a weekly basis. We create what if you went to a wedding? Who on this call? There's a bunch of people on this call. So who went to a wedding this year? Anybody? Anybody go to a wedding this year that they just attended or was invited to? That was their friend, family, coworkers? Probably a ton of people, right? So if you go start snapping pictures of everybody, wedding party, the wedding, run a small video, and you put go into Animoto. It's the easiest thing. So get this. So Alex is my nephew, and he spent I don't know how many hours trying to create a video for them to share at their wedding and before the wedding started and at the reception. And it was so cool how it went off. So he calls me the Saturday before the wedding. The wedding's the following Saturday. He says, Scott, he says, man, could you help me with this thing that this video I'm trying to do? And I said, sure, man. So I logged into his computer. I took time out of my Saturday. Of course, my nephew, I'd do it for anybody, but I took time out of my Saturday, logged into his computer, logged into my Animoto account, and said, hey, upload your photos into here, pick your music. If you want to download something from YouTube, I can help you do that. Within 30 minutes, he was done, and he had been spent hours and hours and hours in stress. He's like, oh, my God, we got to get this to our person today so they can have it, blah, blah, blah. It's just crazy, right? So this is the coolest video platform without actually being in the video. And the cool part is if you want to have parts of a video in it, you can actually upload the video and crop out 10-second. It'll do up to 10-second parts of the video. Say you did, like how many people have friends that graduated? Tons of people, right? Like there's so many people that have graduation parties, wedding parties, maybe a 50th birthday party, all kinds of stuff that you are invited to. We're invited to stuff. Yeah, Steven said too many. So Steven David's like,
even if you're not invited to it, too.
Right.
You could use this for if they post pictures of their grandkids or had a new baby, or their daughter just got married. You could do that for them as a gift. Again, it's like with no expectations, just wanted to, do something for it because I think that you guys are awesome. And
I mean, think about it. If you go to a wedding, you go to an open house, you go to a birthday party. I mean, you name it. If there's a bunch of people involved, and I'm always a big one about snapping photos with my phone. I'm like, snap. And then I upload this video, and I send them a copy of the video. I'm like, hey, I just created something for you guys that I thought would be a cool memory piece that you could keep. I uploaded it to YouTube. Here's a link to YouTube. I hope you enjoy it. And everybody's like, oh, my God, thank you so much. This is so awesome. And, like, who doesn't love video, right, of themselves looking at pictures? It's so cool. So Animoto.
different.
Correct.
So I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So Animoto, #1 on my list. I used it. We've had the account for I don't know how many years. It's been crazy. So it's just one more way to get yourself out there, provide something of value. Again, the law of reciprocity kicks in. An amazing tool. Let's see. All right. Here's a bunch that Vicki did. She did one for her sister's store. Here's one for Happy Second Birthday. Here's Devin, the one I did, Devin and Jeff. My son's graduation. That was just a ton of fun. We did that for his open house party that we had. So I took a bunch of pictures of it graduation, and then he had an open house party. A Freedom Club. You could do it as a business card. I mean, there's just
you did a video business card. Is it a listing?
Yeah. Who you are, why you, what you do for people, what you provide for people. I mean, just anything out there is, marketing equity. So, again, there's the class to the Animoto thing that Vicki walks through. It's just an awesome thing. So, remember when I said without expectations? I said that last week. If you can do stuff without expectations of anything in return, but to build relationships and really truly give something of value to people, it's amazing what happens. All right, farming your database. This is probably, we're getting, and I should have put this number on here, we're getting 1 to 3 referrals per 100 in our database from doing the farming to your database class. And here's the link to it down here. We are in the marketing to our database business, not the real estate business. So here's the little, like a bullet points of the class that we talk about, and we literally go into exactly what to send, scripts on what to say, but you have to absolutely positively be doing this. Call 3 times a year. I say 4 times a year, every 3 months. Phone burner freedom, we talked about that. It's a real easy way to do it. Somebody else can do it for you at a very inexpensive cost. Email automatically once a week. Set it up so that they're getting something of value from you every single week. Now, MailChimp, I believe, did a study, and the study was they shot millions and billions and billions of emails out. They did it every hour, every day, every week. All kinds of different emails. So the #1 thing that was found, the #1 opt-out rate for emails is, you guys, this is going to blow your mind, is when it was sent once every 6 months. the number one, the one where it was least amount of opt-out rate was once every single day. Crazy, right? Once every day. So email once a week, and then snail mail once a month. So the people that are doing this have an amazing success. Is I Like You postcard. We talk about that in there. Holiday every month. There's a holiday every month. There's one. There's Halloween coming up. This one was Memorial Day. It was Labor Day. Memorial Day. I can't remember which one. And then there's next month is Halloween. November is Thanksgiving. Like just Christmas. There's New Year's. Month. Like every single month there's something going on. It's really easy to put a handwritten postcard. Hey, happy Halloween. I appreciate you guys. I like you guys. Just something handwritten to let them know who you are and what you do for a living. That's what it's all about. So there's the class for that. Farming a database is huge. It can't go wrong, especially if you have a couple hundred people in your database. It's going to be huge. This is probably the one that will change your life the most, and we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to ask a very important question at the end. I would love to interview somebody and go through all these classes at the end. So focusing on the 20% that is making you 80% of your money. Huge. You have to, most people that I find are focusing on the 80% that is making them 20% of their money. Creative avoidance. I'm trying to get my website done. I'm trying to get my Facebook header done. I'm trying to, like I've spent 2 hours on this, like my nephew spent I don't know how many hours trying to get a video done when he could have just called me in 30 minutes and it would have been done, and I probably would have done it for him because I have somebody that could do it for him, right? Read. How do we reduce, eliminate? Yeah.
There's a lot of background noise. I don't know if
I think there's one not there.
Maybe Karen's not
muted.
There we go. Let's see if that helps. Okay, cool. All right. So read, reduce, eliminate, automate, delegate, and then so I want to show you how to you should be able to whatever you implement, whatever strategy you choose, you should be able to delegate it. Some things you're doing, you could probably eliminate them. Some things you're doing, you could probably reduce the amount of time that you're spending on them or automate them altogether. There's so many things. Right? And then acts of freedom. This is one exercise we do. Who else can do it? 80% is good, and sometimes even better. So so what you do is you draw out what actually has to be done for you to get to your goals, dreams, and desires, and then draw a line to who can do it. If you're a line, if you do this and you're the only person that you have to draw a line to, that's a problem because you're going to be limited on the amount of stuff you can do and the amount of business you can handle. So you need to get some help. All right, there's the class to that. How to accomplish twice the work in half the time. It's crazy how powerful it is if you just do the exercise. All right.
It's crazy good again.
What's that?
So it's crazy good again.
Crazy good again.
Everything that you talked about is crazy good.
Crazy good. Yeah, I guess that's my lingo, right? Crazy good. So number one time vampire that I see. I meet with people all the time. I'm going to be in Tennessee next week, and I'm really looking forward to it. 55, 60 people are going to be there at an event I'm going to. So the one thing I see is everybody that I hang out with, and I love doing this. So I hang out with people for a day, and I just kind of like be a shadow, like a fly on the wall, and I'm like, okay, what are they doing? What's distracting them? What keeps coming up that's keeping them from focus time? And then I see their phone going zzz, zzz. There was one lady that I work with, and her phone literally, it vibrates 10 times when it rings. I'm like, oh, my God, are you kidding me? So turn off all your notifications, all right? Turn them off. Like, if you want to go to Facebook and you want to see if there's any messages, go there and check. But don't have emails coming in. Don't have little pop-ups on your phone coming in when somebody sends a message. Don't have email pop-ups coming in on your computer. Don't have LinkedIn messages. All this stuff is just continually, we're in an information society. It's so crazy how much information comes at us all at once. My phone, and Vicki knows this, not one thing pops up ever on my phone unless I physically go there. I don't get one email, there's not one email on my phone right now unless I click the email button because I tell it to go fetch my messages. Same thing with the Facebook. I don't get any Facebook messages. The only time I see it, in fact, my private messages are emailed to me by my assistant. I don't even like to go there because when I go there, I see something posted by, unless I want to go there, I see something posted by my daughter, my son, a party I went to over the weekend, a Detroit Tiger game that we went to. I see something there. I'm like, oh, cool, someone posted a picture. Oh, and then I get sidetracked. My focus is gone, Now, like, okay, it takes more time to get back to what I was doing than it did if I just don't go there. Make sense? I challenge you to turn that stuff off. And probably the hardest part is the feeling that you will have after you turn that off. Like, because you're literally so used to grabbing it. It's kind of like this. Here's the perfect example. Is if you walk to your mailbox, literally walk to your snail mailbox every 3 minutes. It'd be kind of goofy, right? To see if there's any new mail. That's what, like, we're accustomed to do that. We have a habit of doing that, and it's just crazy. So turn that stuff off, get some focus work done, and then go check your email. Then go check your, mark on your calendar, hey, I'm going to play on Facebook from 2 to 3 today. Perfect. And that's what you do. Awesome. Make sense?
And a shout out to you too is if you guys could see Scott's calendar, every moment is filled.
Oh my God,
I mean, it's 9 to 10, 10 to 10:15, 10:15. You're so focused in doing your 20%.
Here's the crazy part, guys, and like this is my inbox. This is my inbox right now, and these emails came in at 12:04 when I started this thing, and I had 4 before that. I'm done. Okay. Here's my calendar. So like, and here's why I want to show you my calendar, because I think this is cool. Like, I didn't set one of these appointments. I had all these appointments yesterday, didn't set one of them. I had all these appointments today, didn't set one of them. I have all these appointments tomorrow, didn't set one of them. Okay. So that's because I choose to not do that. That is not money-making activity for me. My money-making activity is to be on the phone with people who I think I can help. So I challenge you to turn that stuff off. I challenge you to get out of your inbox. I challenge you to get out of your Facebook. I challenge you to start delegating stuff that really can be done by somebody else as good or even better. And it's amazing what happens not only to your freedom, to your life, to your coolness factor. It's crazy. All right. Next one is video marketing. You guys, Jessica Rifle Edwards, she's like a monster on the video scene. She does all these videos. Vicki, I didn't even notice this, but I was looking last night when I did this. 103,000 views on this video. Did you notice that? I know.
I love Jessica. And it's just so simple,
So simple.
And her blog just blows up. Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this. What's hard about being a realtor? Jessica, like 100,000 views? Like, new real estate agent find clients. Realtor paycheck. Typical day of the life of a real estate agent. She just puts it out there. It's like, listen to the videos. If you did the same thing and put it out there, you're gonna get exposure. And so she didn't have 103,000 views day one. Over a period of time, these are her popular downloads or uploads. She's only got 256 on this one. She posted a week ago. 256 views in 1 week, though. I did this yesterday. I took the clip yesterday. 3 weeks ago, it's doubled in 3 weeks. 400 views a month ago, so not as good. Termination Station has not a real good title. Career in real estate, 900. So 1 month ago, 900. So the title means everything. More people will read it, a better title. So she just probably realized she didn't put up a good title there, but she still got 409 views on it. Pretty crazy, right? So here's the video marketing with YouTube. Awesome class. A good friend of mine did that with me. Just a lot of pointers. And the cool part is, here's where people, I think, struggle with the video marketing. Brutally honest, is they go, all right, I got to get a camera. What kind of camera do I buy? I see posts on that on the Agent Mastermind page. What kind of camera should I get? Most people have one right in their hand with their phone. Perfect, good enough. As long as you have clarity in the sound, you're good. Video doesn't have to be great, but these phones do amazing videos. It's insane how good they do. They go, all right, I need the software. No, you don't. Go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com. For $5, someone will edit your video for you. I have an assistant in the Philippines who edited the wedding video for me after I got it done. I didn't even show him how to do it. I said, hey, Google how to use Adobe Premiere Element and edit this video for me. I want some music leading up to it, and I want a real nice transition from where I go from the stage down to the audience, and then and he's like, he did it once. I'm like, hey, I want this a little better. He went back, did it again, perfect. I didn't explain how to do it. I said, hey, go Google how to use Adobe Premiere Elements. It's all out there, right? And that's not the best use of my time. I could have spent hours editing that video, sure, at night, when my wife's sitting there with me, and shame on me for not spending it with my family when I should be, when someone else can do it for me. All right? 4 parts to every sale. This is a big one, and you need to write this down. Traffic, buyers and sellers coming in. And typically when I meet with somebody, I can ask them this question and go, hey, where's the bottleneck? Hey, Vicki, so you got traffic, you got buyers and sellers coming in. You got relationships. Are these buyers and sellers that are coming in working with you, or are they going somewhere else? Do you have a follow-up system in place? Do you have, when somebody calls you on a home, do you gather their information, all of it, so that you have a follow-up plan in place to stay in front of them over and over and like every single day, day in and day out? Do you have a system where you know if you text them, if you private Facebook them, if you emailed them, or if you called them? You need to keep track of that and when you did that. So important. Follow-up is everything. And then more importantly, do you have a call to action? So when I ask you, and most people go, don't have a follow-up plan in place, and I don't ask for business. I talked to somebody yesterday, and I said, hey, so when you're calling your clients that are in process, do you ask them for, like when you call them and say, hey, we just got the appraisal and I just heard from the lender. I'm so excited. Appraisal looks great. No issues. We're good to go. Oh, by the way, who of your friends, family, or coworkers have you talked to that I can help get into a new home or sell the current home that they have? You have to ask for the business. It's really weird how, like, when you're working with somebody and all of a sudden their friends are buying a home and you're like, crap, man, why didn't I get that referral? Well, you didn't ask. You have to ask. It's really weird. You have to ask. So if you're asking who, don't ask, do you know anybody? It's easy to say no. You think differently. If somebody asks me, who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling a home? Totally different question, okay? So if you look at these four.
And also, don't you say that if they say no, then I don't have anybody, I don't know anyone right now, then your next thing is, can I count on you?
Can I count on you to send me somebody that if they do mention it? Absolutely. And you have to say it. Okay. It has to come. Hey, Vicki, can I count on you to send me anybody that's thinking about buying or selling a home? Absolutely.
You bet. So you have to get that.
So we're going to start the call. We're going to start the call next week. I'm going to interview somebody, and I'm going to start the call with this exact question. Where's your bottleneck? Is it traffic? Do you have enough buyer leads and seller leads coming in? Is it relationships? Are the buyer and seller leads that are coming in working with you? Yes or no? Do you have a follow-up plan in place? Not really. Yeah, I do. Here's what I do. Okay, cool. Do you have a call to action for everybody that you talk to after you build the relationship or during you build the relationship? Only one person can buy a home, but that person is not just a person that's going to buy a home. They know 25, 30, 40, 50 other people that they communicate with on a weekly basis, if not monthly basis, that are also going to be thinking about buying or selling a home or have friends that are thinking about buying or selling a home. Crazy. SavvyCard.com, I think it's crazy not to have one. Where the business card thing is just, I don't even carry them. I feel weird when someone says, hey, you got a business card? I'm like, no, but let me text you my mobile business card, and let me show you how to put it on your phone so you can call me whenever you need me. So SavvyCard.com, we did a class on this. It was a huge class. Is this going to work for everybody, and should you not carry a business card? Absolutely not. You should have business cards. But for the average person who carries a smartphone, which is probably going to be 75, 80, 90% of the people that you talk to, we're in a gadget society world. It's a savvy world. It's a tech-savvy world. So you have to be able to communicate with people how they like to be communicated with. And if I open my card on my phone, looks just like you're seeing here on the right, and there's a little share button. I click share, and here's the cool part about that is when somebody shares my card, if a borrower or a seller shares my information with somebody, I personally will get notified. It's pretty cool. So I pick up the phone and say, hey, I see so-and-so shared my card with you. Just want to call and see if you have any questions. More than happy to help. Look, and if it's just questions, great. And hey, if you're thinking about buying or selling 6 months, 12 months on the road, no worries. I'm always here to help you stay on top of the market and let you know what it's doing. Just an easy phone call to make, right? So if you don't have one of these and you're not using it, like you have to make it a habit. If somebody asks you for a business card, it needs to be part of your process of giving them a business card. Hey, here's my business card. Also, let me share my mobile business card with you so that you don't have to look for my card after you put it in the junk drawer at home. You just have it on your phone, and there's a picture of me or my business right on the phone. Pretty cool stuff, right? And the price in this is right. Here's a little card. The class we did with this is actually with the company that actually has the Savvy card, so it's pretty cool. He shared some really cool stuff that he has on top of just the Savvy card if you want to check it out. So there's a link to that.
And the free version works just great. So you can have all the
there's no
bells
need
and whistles with the
no. Yeah, and they'll actually make this all pretty for you. They'll actually, like for $29 or $39, they'll make this all pretty for you. They'll do a logo for you and take a picture and put it on top of a background, and it's pretty cool. All right? So that's number 10. Number 11, Jing project. I just can't get enough of Jing. I used it to build this PowerPoint. Believe it or not, I think Vicki used it 10,000 times a day. Everybody I show this to is just so cool. So I choose to have mine as a little globe on the top of my thing instead of a sunshine. Some people, I don't know if you knew you can do this, Vicki, but it just cleaner for me. It doesn't stick up there in the corner. So here's my little globe for Jing project. Check this out. So if I wanted to say that I was going to go somewhere, and this is just one way to use it, and I always think of really cool ways to use it. So say I wanted to go to an address, and I wanted to meet the clients there tonight, and I wanted to, so I'm going to click on Maps, and I'm going to open up this address, and I'm going from, say I'm driving from wherever. I'm going to just put in an address here, so directions. And I want to give directions. This is so cool. I love this. 6, and I want to go directions. It gives me directions. And so they're driving from here to here, okay? So I'm going to start my little Jing project. Here's my capture button. I'm going to click this little thing here. I'm going to grab this whole screen, and I'm going to, like, if I wanted to, I could open up this over here and kind of walk them through the details of how to get there. But I'm going to give them a visual. And so I'm going to click the little capture video, which is so cool. I'm going to capture the video, and I'm going to give a little countdown there. Hey, Vicki, this is Scott. Hey, I really look forward to seeing you at 5374 Autumn Court tonight. It looks like I just did a little recording here for you, and you're leaving from 4058 South Shore Drive, and you're going to be driving down to 5374 Autumn Court. So it looks like 43 takes you almost like right there. And I'll send you this video, and I just want to kind of give you a good visual of how long it's going to take and which way it might be better for you to go. It looks like you could take 89 if you wanted to, or there's a couple different routes there. But I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of where you're going. Hey, if there's any reason you can't make it, I'm going to be driving a little ways too, so just let me know. I look forward to seeing you. I drive a dark gray Yukon, and so I'll be in the driveway waiting for you guys when you get there. Look forward to showing you this awesome house. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. And you click stop, click finish, and it's ready to go. So you click this little link down here, and you send them the link to this recording. And so, hey, this is Scott. Hey, I really look forward to seeing you at 5374 Autumn Court tonight. It looks like, I don't know why it's not showing my screen for some reason, but and you're leaving from 4058 South Shore. Something to do with the webinar, but it always records the screen. It'll show you the screen. It's really cool. So I just wanted to it's just, there's so many ways to do this. So if you wanted to just take a picture, you could do that. We do this all the time, and it's so fun. So if I wanted to capture this and go, all right, you're going from here, and I wanted to write your home, the home we are looking at. So draw a little arrow there. So then you can send them a picture of it if you wanted to. Just all kinds of really cool stuff you can do with this that sets you apart from the rest. If you wanted to pull up your webcam, you could pull up your webcam beyond the video. It's like, hey, here's what I look like. Just want to show you guys. So when you get there, you make sure it's me, blah, blah, blah. You could do that because whatever's on your screen is what it's going to record. And then you just click this little share via screencast button, and it allows you to send a link to them of the picture or video that you just did. Way cool, way cool. All right, and there's a million different other reasons that you can use this thing, but it's just kind of part of it's like my right hand right now that I use all the time. And here's the other thing too, if you have an assistant and you want to show them how to do something, like if you want to show them, hey, I need you to take this and put it here, or I need you to take this Excel spreadsheet and add a column and then put in this, that, whatever. So you could literally do a recording of what you need them to do and then send them a recording of it instead of spend time on the phone with them trying to explain it to them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's another great thing. That's how we show our virtual assistants how to do stuff. So really cool in that respect. So that is Jing Project. So if you go to jingproject.com, there's a free download for Mac and PC, which is pretty cool. And so those are the 10 things. And again, I did links for every. Here's the one for savvycart.com. Here's the link for the 4 parts to every sale. Here's the link for the video marketing. So every link that I gave you is a class that we've done that I feel if you did each one of these, or 3 or 4 of these, or even one of these, you would increase your business threefold. Now, there's no guarantees, of course, because you have to work, and it is a two-way streak. And as Barbara said, you have to get up, and you're going to get no's. You're going to get out of my face. You're going to take me off your list. You're going to get that stuff. It's okay, though. If everybody could do this and everybody could be successful with this, guess what? It'd be an easy job, right? And we wouldn't make the money we're going to make. Guys, I have friends that are going to make $500,000. You think they're any better than you? Like, if you were to meet this guy, you'd be like, really? This guy's doing what? And he's no different. There's nothing special about anybody on this call. It's just that we do special things. Like we realize that we find our strengths, we find our weaknesses, and we hire out our weaknesses. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day about how does certain companies do so well, like, you know, Apple and Microsoft and even smaller companies like restaurants and stuff like that, like, because they realize as a owner they can't be the cook, they can't be the waiter, they can't be the greeter at the door, they can't be they can't be the orderer to order all the supplies, they can't do all that stuff. So they have to hire a team in place to do all that, and that's what we have to think about. This is a business. So out of these 10 strategies, think about this. Think about all 10 of these, and I'm just going to go back to the very beginning and think about what your business would look like if you implemented one or all of these, and better yet, someone did them for you. Someone could do the custom audience Facebook ads. Someone could set up for you 5 flower pot strategies a day, or 10 a day, or 20, whatever you wanted, expired, FISBOs, a neighborhood. Maybe you want to farm a neighborhood. Hey, here's 10 more to go out tomorrow. Here's the addresses. Here's the homes. Here's, like, it's ready for you to go. All you got to do is go deliver it, and you're the salesperson. When you get in front of people, you're really good. So just get in front of people more, right? Set up phone burner. Hey, I don't know how to use phone burner. Set it up and let's go. Tell me how to record my message, and then tell me how to use it. You can literally farm that stuff out. The open house strategy. You can have somebody else go around and knock doors and introduce who you are, hand out the postcards, hand out the and say whatever that you want them to say. It's just a script. Animoto. Someone else can do the Animoto videos for you. Here's the video. Here's my phone. Grab all the videos from here to here and create an Animoto video of the wedding I was at this weekend and let me know when it's ready. Done. Farm your database, right? Set it up. Here's 10 handwritten postcards to send out every single day. Make sure that each one gets one every 30 days, and you could hire someone to do that. 80-20 focus you got to do yourself so you can know what the 20% is that you're going to focus on that's creating 80% of your wealth. Video marketing. You could do the video, literally a 3-minute video, no longer than 3 minutes. Give it to somebody else, edit it, put a little intro, little exit at the end. I would say go rogue and just like do it commando. 4 parts to every sale. Make sure that every single person you talk to, you have that going on, and start keeping track of that. Savvy cards. Make sure you have it. Make sure it's part of your process, part of your plan to everybody you meet that has that, whether they want it or not. And who cares if they delete it? The more people's phones you get that on, the more referrals you're going to get, because you're doing all this other stuff that goes along with generating leads and building relationships. And then Gene Project, of course, is just a really cool, fun thing that you can use to communicate with people on an uncommon level, like a really cool uncommon level that no one else is doing. Instead of sending an email, you send an email saying, hey, short video for you. Let me see you there at 7 o'clock tonight. Boom, they open it up. It plays, shows where they're going, says, hey, I appreciate you guys. Look forward to meeting you. Now, here's the cool part about that. You've done something of value. You've spent time doing this video that they have no idea how long you spent, but they feel obligated to be there because you've done something of value for them. It's just little bitty touches like that make for an amazing appointment when you get there. Plus, they've heard your voice. They know what you sound like. I feel like I know you because they've heard you. You've done the video marketing. I mean, all this stuff you see how all this stuff starts to tie together? It's just crazy.
This is a strategy for success.
Everything. Yeah.
I mean, you just
can't even imagine
knocked it out of the park.
If somebody was doing each one of these, like not each one, but the 80-20 you got to do by yourself, and the 4 parts to every sale. But the custom audience, flower pot, phone burner, ultimate open house strategy, Animoto, farming your database, video marketing, the savvy card, and I mean, like, you could literally kill it if you had somebody doing this for you and holding you accountable to do each one of these or do it for you. It would be silly what your business would look like. And look at Jessica Rifle. I mean, she's like killing it right now, just doing video marketing. Does she do custom audience Facebook ads? I don't know. Doesn't need to, because she's got a huge audience like viewing her videos every week that she does, and she does one every week. Here's the question. I already did that. Let's see. I already did that. Let's see. Let's go to the end. So here's what I'm looking for. I would love to interview somebody next week on the class that I want to go through each one of these and walk through how to set this up so that when you get off this call next Tuesday at 1 o'clock, you have a plan in place for each one of these to start implementing each one of these classes. And what I would like you to do is, if you're interested in this, please put your number in the question section, and I can actually pull a report of who typed a question. So it'd just be your number and then your name of who asked it. So if anybody would like to be interviewed next week and go through step by step how to put a plan in place to implement each one of these and how to get started with this, and then have a time of when it's going to be done and who's going to do it and how to look for people and talk about virtual assistants and all this stuff that's going to make this happen, just put your number in there. And make sure you put your number, though, because I got to be able to get a hold of you, because I don't know how to get a hold of you. And so if you're, I see some people putting their name in there, and I really appreciate that, but please put your number with it, and I'll see that your number is tied to your name. So maybe you did put your number in there. Some people are putting yes and putting their name. So if you could put your number in there with, that would be great, and I'll just give you a call and we'll talk through it. And it'll be real easy, real fun. It'll be a great lesson for everybody to kind of how to put a plan in place using these strategies, and then we can go from there. So got a ton of numbers, ton of people. I really appreciate the input on this. So I will be contacting you, and just to be nice, I'll work with the couple people that have put their numbers in there. So there's quite a few actually. So I'll be sure to give each one of you a call. Here's Suzanne. Thank you so much. Over 30 plus years, but really am starting over as I am new in town. Awesome. That would be a great call, because when you're new, it's just that much more fun. Hey Suzanne, here's a cool story for you that I'll end with. So I have a friend that's with us right now. She's in the mortgage business, but mortgage, real estate, it really doesn't matter. It's the same type of marketing. So if I was to show this to a loan officer, same type of thing, except the flower pot strategy really doesn't work, right? But she moved from Kansas City to Florida. She had zero database. She knew zero. She didn't know anyone. And she started in May of 2014. June, she closed her first loan. She closed 32 loans the rest of the year in 2014, and has already, oh my gosh, I think she's going to close 100 loans this year, 100 plus loans this year, and I'll share how she did it, but it's a really cool story. A lady that, one, her DISC profile doesn't warrant the success that she's having, so she's had to overcome some hurdles of her personal, profile. Like, your core is your core, so it's pretty cool what she's overcame. So I appreciate the input from everybody. I'll pull the numbers off there. We'll give you guys a call to set this up. And I really look forward to going over this with somebody next week on Tuesday to walk through how to put a plan in place to implement, delegate each one of these strategies, and it's real simple. Once you get it, it's like, okay, all I got to do is put a plan in place, when I'm going to have it done, find an accountability partner, and then we'll go from there. So look forward to doing that. Vicki, we got a lot of response, which is really cool. And we'll go from there. So appreciate everybody. I hope you guys got a lot of this class. Again, those classes are all there. Get with your loan professional that sent you here to get a copy of this PowerPoint, because it does have all the classes in there. And then next week, just hang on to it, and we'll go over how to set up a plan for each one of these, where to go, how to find help, how to be successful at finding help, and then we'll go from there. So hope everybody liked today's class. And if you're joining us for the first time, go to facebook.com/groups. To our /Agent Mastermind, and we will see facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind, and we will let you in the group. You must be a real estate agent to get in, and we check your profile, so make sure that you are have some way, shape, or form on your profile that you are a real estate agent. Okay. All right, guys. Vicki, thanks so much, and we got some work to do.
Okay, thank you guys.
All right, thanks everybody. Have a good day, everybody. Be safe, and we'll see you on the web. Take care.